Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. First off, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed and you want to see more content, please do so. If you like the button, like the video, hit the like. If you dislike, that's fine too. You can question below, foxjunk73gmail.com, or you can leave it below. That's however you want to do that. Yesterday I got the fuel tank and everything assembled, put in the car, and that turned out really nice. Today I came out, got good intentions going on. I forgot to get the drive shaft out of the attic the other day before I put the 95 over there. So I had to move some cars out of the way to get the drive shaft out of the attic. And after I got all that done, went to cleaning parts, got the airbox clean. I got the charcoal canister clean, all the wiring harnesses clean. I put the O2 sensors on the car already. I've got it back up in the air, so I put the drive shaft in it and then put some Dexmark in the transmission before I try to start this thing today. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get it going today. So real quick, let's flip the camera around and I'll show you the parts I cleaned up. All right, so that's what we got today. I got the charcoal canister looking spiffy, the air tube, the adapter for the mass airflow sensor cleaned up. I got the drive shaft bolts cleaned up. I got a low mileage wiring harness for the charcoal canister. Stock airbox looking amazing. I know that's just a lot of people like, oh, it's a stock airbox. Yeah, but that's okay. These decals, they are inexpensive. They don't stick the best. So what I normally do is I'll heat them up with my heat gun in this area, the plastic box itself, before I put the sticker on. And that helps stick really well. They stay on there for quite a while. Otherwise, if you don't do that, that decal might last a couple months before it starts peeling up. I did buy a new foam seal for the back. This is something LMR, I guess, started making a while back. It sticks really well. I did heat it up just like I did the front. And I replaced the new air filter in there, ready to go. And I cleaned up all the clamps. What did I use to clean those? I used a rust dissolver, that Rust-Oleum I showed you guys the other day. It seems to take all the grit and grime off and kind of leave them stainless looking. I do have the air silencer for the car. It's right there. That is going to go on after the car's painted and the front bumper's back on it. This is a pain in the butt to get back on with the front bumper. Or the front bumper cover bolts are a pain to get to with this on the car. Yeah, what I just said. So anyway, oh, forgot to show you guys drive shaft. So that's a brand new drive shaft. It was up in the attic. It was a pain in the butt getting that down. So I got to get that on the car. So again, thanks for watching. I'm going to get all this stuff put on the car. I've got everything ready to go. It shouldn't take but maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And once I get all that done, I'll set the camera up and we'll see if we can get this thing first fire up. Oh, last night I did go get 5 gallons of gas. I bled the fuel system. What I normally do, I put I actually put 4 gallons in it. And I put some seafoam in there just to help clean if the injectors got anything in them, because these injectors, they were in a running car, but they've been sitting on the shelf for probably 8 months. So I'll put some seafoam in that gas just to help clean injectors on initial start and all that other stuff. How I bleed the system, I leave the fuel lines unhooked. I'll show you where. Down here on the bottom, I'll leave these fuel lines unhooked from the tank. I'll prime the fuel pump. It took about 10 times to get fuel up to that hose. Then I'll hook up the primary to the fuel rail, and then I'll have it come out the other side and then hook the return line back up, if that makes sense. If you have any questions on that, hit me up. Sorry to make that so fast, but you guys have been watching these Slacky videos the last couple days, so I'm anxious to get this running. Let's see what's going on and what's going to happen. Leave comments below. Is it going to start? Will it start? I don't know. Let's see. All right, I want to show you guys something before I put this in there. Now, yesterday I was talking about if you buy new parts, check them out. Make sure you look at them. Don't put them in upstairs or in a corner or in a closet. My excuse was, there is no excuse. I just didn't look at these parts. I should know better. This is a brand new Ford Motorsport drive shaft. Was bought through LMR as a kit with the new T5 and this drive shaft. Where the yoke connects to the drive shaft, it's busted. So let me show you guys this real quick. I've never seen one like this, especially a Ford Motorsport drive shaft, but let's check that out. So right here where the clip goes in, this is how I took it out of the box. I literally just unwrapped it with all this cellophane that was on it. So you can see where when I put the clip in, it just shattered the yoke completely. This is what it's supposed to look like with the safety clip in it. This part here is completely just gone. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in there as is. If they won't warranty it, because like I said, I'm gonna put it in there as is. If they won't warranty because it's been a certain amount of time, that's on me, I guess. Maybe they'll hook me up, maybe they won't. I know I buy enough shit from them that they should at least send me a yoke that I can swap the yoke out. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how that works out. I'm going to put it in. I'm not going to drive it like that. I'm just going to put it in there and kind of hand snug the bolts, just so when I put because I filled the transmission through the shifter hole, so I don't need it running out the tail shaft. So I'll just slide this in there for now. I'm going to just snug the bolts up a little bit. I'll just put 2 in it. It'll hold it for now, and until I figure out what to do with this. So give me a minute, throw this in there, put some fluid in it, and we'll see if this bitch will start. All right, crisis diverted just for a second. So never get rid of stuff. So I had a friend of mine in Utah sold an IRS for a Fox. He ended up putting solid back in it. So I bought the IRS back, and the drive shaft he had was 03 Cobra, but he had a yoke for a T5. So it was brand new. I kept it, and we're just going to swap it out. Let's check it out. So that's the yoke off the drive shaft he had, which is right there. And this is an old Ford Motorsport drive shaft, and this one's the same length as the one that's on that drive shaft. The one that's busted, it's off this brand new drive shaft, which you can clearly see. Let's see now. I'm blind in one eye, I can't see out the other. You can see clearly the top of that just shattered, just broke right off. That's what it's supposed to look like on that side, but it doesn't. So yeah, this is the good side. Yeah. So yeah, that crisis was diverted. So this yoke, like I said, it's brand new. It looked like he only had it in there for a couple months. I don't think he really drove the car much after he got the IRS in it. So I'm gonna put it on the drive shaft, put it in the car, and we're gonna try to fire this thing up. Stick around. All right, so everything's in. Drive shaft's bolted in. Transmission fluid. I'll show you the engine. I primed the oil pump. Fuel system's primed, so if it's going to fire, it should fire pretty soon. So check it out real quick. All right. So about the only thing, not the coil cover's not on it yet, and the low pressure side AC line waiting on one to come in. Everything's on there. Air box, MAF, everything's ready to go. So now, before you guys start stuff like this, just double check your grounds. Make sure your oil pressures, your oil pump's been primed. I got a little tool I made years ago right here. You can buy them. I made this 1/4" strap socket. Put it on a real drill, not a cordless. Actual electric drill that plugs into the wall. Cordless just don't spin fast enough. They don't have. Some of them don't have the torque. I'm sure I'll get some comments. Oh, my cordless, it'll outpower any electrical drill. Yeah, it might, but mine don't. So I'm gonna set the camera up real quick, and let's see what this thing does. Sorry, wrong way. Yeah, I know. I need to get me a stand. One of these days I'll be a real YouTuber, I guess. So, everything goes as planned. Hopefully it should fire. Make sure when you first start one, you take the timing prong off. It's right by the distributor. Timing light's ready to go. Ratchet's ready to go to set the timing if everything starts as it should. So, let's hope this thing starts. Any bets? Leave me in the comments below. Uh-oh. Fuel pump's working. He's already on. Hey, power window's working. That's a plus. Oh, it pooped. Oh. Got oil pressure on the gauge, that's good. Alright, so she fired. Let's move the distributor a little bit. Maybe I got it a little bit out of whack. Thought I had it right. You never know. hold on, we'll be right back. Hell yeah. So, got the timing set at 14. Had a small miss when I first started it. I told you earlier I put seafoam in the tank. Now, a lot of these older injectors, if they sit around, now these were on a running motor, 4 months ago, it ran great. So I put a big can of seafoam in there with 4 gallons of fuel. Sorry for the lighting, you guys. And it was shaking pretty good. The cool part about these headers, when you blast them, when you first start them, they turn brown if they're firing. So it's easy to know which cylinder is missing and which one isn't. This one was number 7 wasn't firing at all. Now it's got starting to get a nice brown tint to the header, and it's hot as hell now. Wouldn't get my finger burned. So I'm gonna fire this thing up. Let me know what y'all think. I'm very excited. This damn thing sounds good. That's what I'm talking about. Stuff goes as planned. Tussin, that's for you right there. First fire. Hell yeah. Now, she's probably going to idle up and down. I just put some coolant in it. So these 5.0s, when they'll idle up and down when they don't have any coolant in them, it's going through the relearn process. So I set it at 14 before I put the prom back in. All right. Hell yeah. So, very excited. Good weekend. Good 3 videos. Car sounds awesome. We got good oil pressure. Charging good. Got coolant in it. Sounds amazing. Thanks for my subscribers for sticking around. Thanks for watching. If you got any comments, you know where to leave them below. foxjunk73@gmail.com. Hope everybody's having a blessed weekend. Thank God everything worked out so far. No issues. I'm going to run it through a couple heat cycles. And hell yeah.